How Sardar Patel prevented Hyderabad from becoming another Pakistan. The story starts when the state of Hyderabad was ruled by the Asaf dynasty, which was started by Asaf Jan from Turkey. He was appointed as Nizamul Mulk. They ruled for 200 years with Usman Ali Khan being the last Nizam. Hyderabad was the wealthiest state in the country. Indeed, Nizam was proud of his wealth. In 1947, Lord Mountbatten had given three choices to the princely states, as subsidiary alliance agreement was nullified after Indian Independence Act of 1947. The choices were join India or join Pakistan or stay independent. Nizam decided that his state should remain independent. However, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was in no mood to accept it. He could not tolerate the existence of third Pakistan within the country. Already, there were great difficulty in securing borders from Pakistan from two sides, East Pakistan and West Pakistan. Sardar Patel had a series of negotiations with the Nizam and his chieftains. But because the advisors of Nizam were having conflicting views, certain problems arose which acted as the roadblock. At the same time, Nizam was anxious not to break off negotiations, and accordingly, at his request, Sardar Patel decided another extension of 2 months within which he must finalize his attitude. When the negotiations were resumed, His Excellency the Governor General, with the concurrence of the Cabinet, undertook to continue on our behalf. During the negotiation, the new delegation came and we had already taken up the final agreement, which ultimately Sardar Patel succeeded in getting it signed by convincing the delegation. It's exactly the same as was negotiated earlier. Under the settlement, all the agreements and administrative arrangement on the matters of common concern, for which formally there was agreement between the Crown representative and the Hyderabad state, except the paramountcy functions, are to be continued as between the Government of India and the Hyderabad state for a period of 1 year. These agreements and arrangements cover a wide variety of matters, including the three subjects on which accession of all states have been accepted. The three subjects of defense, external affairs and communications. I know honorable members would have been much more gratified if, as a result of these talks, His Exalted Highness had found it possible for the state of Hyderabad permanently to accede with Indian dominion. Such an accession would have been in accord not only with our cherished desire but also with the interests of both the Indian dominion and the Hyderabad state. We, however, fully appreciated the internal difficulties in the state, and consistent with our policy to secure agreement not by coercion but as far as possible with the maximum degree of goodwill on both the sides and with due regard to overall position in India, we felt an agreement of this nature, even for a limited period, would have considerable advantage over the absence of any agreement. The period of 1 year would enable both of us to forge closer relations and would, it is hoped, pave the way for a permanent accession. The settlement makes it clear that Hyderabad does not propose to accede to Pakistan. This, if I may say so, is the only right, for placed as Hyderabad is, its destiny is inextricably bound up with the destiny of India.